Hi folks, I made a video of replacing the mirror on my minivan. And here are a few tools I used. The 3/8 flexible extension. It's a 1/4 inch flexible extension. Either one will work. Whatever you need a 10 millimeter socket. That was the door puller or panel separator that I used. Just pulling a few electrical connections here from the mirror. There are two, a black one and a white one, I believe. I think those are the only two that you actually need to pull from the door. But to get the door panel completely off the door, you'll need to pull those from the door panel. I'll link a video and some pretty good instructions that helped me. It wasn't very difficult. It was easy to remove the door panel completely and put it back on, no problem. But I'm not a mechanic, and this is not meant to be an instructional video on how to do it. I just wanted to kind of show you what I went through. Of course, the car is in the off position when I'm pulling electrical parts off, but you'll need to roll the window up and roll it down during this procedure. So just make sure your car's off whenever you're pulling out and plugging in electrical. It's a little access cover to get at those bolts. There's two lower bolts that I'll show here in just a second, and there's one upper bolt. And that's a little rubber piece that'll poke through the door to be able to remove the mirror wire completely. And those are the two lower bolts, and that mirror wire is coming from the top of the door down through that access hole, and above that blue plastic is where the third bolt, the upper bolt, is. And you'll need to have the window in the down position in order to access and remove that bolt that's up, the third bolt that's high. And that just pops out just like the other two on the outside of the door panel does. I pulled the wire off. Here, I'll show you just a minute. And I had to pull the little plastic, get the plastic part out too. So this is kind of just what it looks like up in that area. Just use this flexible socket extension to get at those bolts. I'm just hustling through getting this wire. It's kind of boring, but there is a little area to the left of the hole where the wire needs to be placed in order to keep from fouling out with the window rolling up and down. So take notice when you go to remove that wire where it's actually located from the factory. But you can just reach in there and feel where the wire needs to go. And I just gave a test run when I put the wire back in the mirror. I rolled the window up and down to make sure the mirror wire was not going to foul out with my door. Excuse me, my window. There you go. Oh, crashed mirror out. You know, there's a little that little plastic piece. I had to get it out of there because it was left behind. I say just make sure everything's plugged back in when you're done. Little connectors are back in their place to hold the mirror wire in place so it doesn't go getting in the way of anything else. But I just used the driver's side to control the window on the passenger side so I could access the bolts. And you'll notice that little rubber part, it goes in a certain, kind of points towards the front of the car as it's, yeah. And you just pop those back in the hole and plug it back in. Be careful not to drop the bolts down there. You'll have to pull that speaker out. I think they're Torx head bolt or screws, which was, it's not a real big deal to get that speaker out. But it'll give you access if you drop something down there. Here I was just trying out this socket extension, the deep socket with the, I think it's a ball joint or U-joint, not sure what you exactly call it, but it's a little adapter that turns and bends, and here I'm showing that the door's in the down position so I get access to that upper bolt. But I just end up using the smaller socket to finish up. That's really all you need. The mirror came with some bubble wrap and it had some sticky stuff on it, so I had to use some Goo Gone to clean off the mirror. And I got those bolts tightened back up, no problem. All done. Hope it helps somebody out. Thanks for watching. Like I said, I'm not a professional mechanic or anything, just like to take stuff apart and put it back together. Thank you, bye.